Hi, beautiful stars. So, today we are doing our Venus Friday. And so, the energy today that Spirit shared with me is not only, of course, it's all about love because this is Venus Friday, which is all about love, but it's also an energy of prosperity and abundance. And like I expressed many times before, a lot of the indications and issues that we sometimes have in our love lives are due to like bills and lack of prosperity. And especially that, Mercury retrograde tends to slow everything down. So we're using white candles for purification, for forgiveness, for aligning with our soul purpose, letting go of all of the things that no longer fit in your lives, and realizing what's important. As I was writing in the new books that I have for my Kickstarter, um, I recalled a very long time ago when I was connected with my great grandmother that taught many of my gifts. And we were talking because my daughter came to me yesterday and she's like, what is the purpose of life? We go through all this chaos, so many bills, so much stuff, so many situations, and like, what is the point? And then you die. And then, I explained to her, so it's super funny. I was like, and I was sitting right next to my beautiful divine um, what's it called, cards, which were the cards that I shared with you. Patreons only got to see that reading. So for those of you that want to be part of our exclusive spiritual community, you have to become a Patreon member. It's only $2.22 a month to start, and you get like most of the videos and so many printables. And in that video, we connected with those divine cards, and the mystics that came through were really, really beautiful. Talking about how, our lives and the different paradigms and how we are here for like a split second. And we don't really realize that until we hit our late 40s and 50s. Some of the millennials freak out. I think millennials think they're old when they're born. Like, I think it's so funny when I talk to a lot of you millennials that you're like not even in your 30s yet, and you're like, I'm so old, and I'm just like, well, then I'm ancient. But so I understand that sometimes we feel really old. So it's not even about being old, it's about life is very short. And you could either melt in your circumstances, or you could look for the silver lining and look for the experiences and plan out, going out and having fun, and just, those beautiful times that you sit and you talk to your beloveds, to your family, to your friends, or you work on your hobbies that make you happy. A lot of you guys and a lot of us, because, me too, I went back to work and I'm just kind of like, oh my gosh, do I really want to do this again? And the funny thing is, I love my job, but the world is completely different. It's a completely different space. So when I asked Spirit, why are we being so overworked? And Spirit told me, Daisy, a lot of people have passed away. A lot of people have passed away, and mostly of the ones that have passed are the working class. I want you to really take that in. Millions upon millions of people have passed away, not just because of COVID. Yes, COVID was the number one, but we also had natural catastrophes, tragic situations, and these situations have hit closer. Let's put it this way. 10 years ago, it was very rare that you saw celebs pass away. It was like a very weird thing. In less than 3 years, how many celebs have you heard of? And I would just Google it. Go Google celebrity deaths this year. It's surreal. All the celebs have passed away. So people are passing, and Spirit shared with me one of the predictions that I had for the beginning of this year is that the world is balancing itself out. So a lot of us are going to leave this plane. So while we are here, why live in dire? We're seeing all this chaos. The tragedy in Texas was overwhelming. I can't even turn on my YouTube because that's all I see. And it's, why? Why are people still so ugly? Why is there so much darkness? So much hatred and anger? And then I speak to some of you guys and you're melting. Yes, you have situations. We all do. Every single one of us. Every single one of us has one or another dire situation happening in our lives. And I want you to really look at your situation and then look for the silver lining. Look at your children, at your friends, at your home. There's people that don't have a home. Look at your sofa. There's people that don't have a sofa. Sit in it, enjoy it. Make yourself a cup of tea and sip it and state gratitude over that. And that's what Venus and the Spirit showed me about this week. This week is about us forgiving the things that do not fit in our life, that are just here to teach us, to share with us the knowledge, the experience, the lesson, so that we can learn from it and no longer make these mistakes, not only in this lifetime, but in other lifetimes that we will encounter. And a lot of humans don't grasp that. I talk to humans, they're like, but you don't understand. That is the favorite phrase. I'm going through this. And it's like a selfish energy. It's like, I'm the only one in the world that's going through this. But you're not. We stop looking at one another. There's lack of community, of connection, disrespect. All the time I hear about, and especially in my work, women that come to me because their husbands are cheating on them with other women. And then those other women will come to me too because they want me to cast a spell to get rid of the wife. All the time. That disrespect. Oh, but they're not happy. How do you know that? Where are we thinking that it is okay to break up a marriage? Or cause somebody's dilemmas because of our selfish ways? And then don't get me wrong, yes, there's relationships that should not be together. They're very ugly and very negative. I have clients that I tell them all the time, why are you there? Why are you putting up with them? Some of them are not even married and they're putting up with other people's crap. But then you have relationships that they have family and children and the wife wants to make it work and she's really trying. Or vice versa. I had a husband that came to me dying because he was so in love with his wife, and she woke up one morning and decided that she didn't love him. She fell out of love. Because love is an emotion and it's an energy, and a marriage and a relationship is a partnership. We could all wake up one moment and decide we don't like the person anymore. Or we could decide to work with it. I had another client who was in love with the idea of love. She thought that the spirits were just going to create this man just for her. This soulmate relationship, Daisy, she sent me 3 pages of how she wanted this man to be. And Spirit shared with her this ideal relationship. This great man that adored her, that was 10 years younger than her, because she didn't even want a guy her age. She wanted a younger man. She got it. Everything. It wasn't enough because he didn't text her every day. Because he didn't tell her every single moment of where he was. And when I said to her, ask him, what's going on? What is he keeping from you? Because I don't see any deception. You know what the man told her? He's a secret agent in law enforcement and he cannot connect with her at certain times because it's life or death situations because of his line of work. And she broke up with him because it wasn't enough. Because she didn't care. She wanted him to call her every 5 minutes and text her. And where are you? What do you mean you're not home? What do you mean you're not coming over today? What? Partnerships are about connecting and compromising and working together. If you're looking for perfection, you're not going to find it in this lifetime. Stop being mean to yourselves. Love yourselves. Honor yourselves. Honor your inner goddess. Honor the spiritual guides that are around you, sharing with you. And take actions. A lot of you are like, I want this and it's not happening. I don't understand why it's not happening. And Spirit tells me, well, Daisy, I told them to try this out. They didn't do it. I gave them the idea. Hey, they had their dream. And I'll tell you, hey, Spirit said you had this dream. And you'll tell me, oh, yeah, I had this really weird dream where I did this, that, and the other. And I was like, well, did you try it out? No. I haven't had time, is what I get. And it's not just you, it's me too. Spirit will tell me, Daisy, I need you to stop doing this because you need to work on that because that's going to help more and take less of your energy. And there's times that I'm like, oh, but wait, this person needs me. No, you don't understand, Spirit. This person's in dire need. Do you not hear her? Do you not hear him? And Spirit's like, well, and then my energy gets drained. I can't work on my projects. And then I'm just like, oh my God, Spirit, you were so right. I'm sorry. Let me replenish. Let me take back. We're going into an era of simplicity. An era of enjoying our home life, enjoying picnics, enjoying the land. An era of being together in harmony. There's going to get to a point that we really are not going to want to go out to certain places because of the chaos. If you guys remember, even by reading history, because I know a lot of you are really young, when they did a lot of activism and there was a lot of deaths and a lot of scandal. This was like in the 60s and 70s. There was a lot of chaos, a lot of serial killers. It was a time of darkness. Oh, the world is in shambles. And then the 80s was more calm. I mean, yeah, the 80s had a lot of serial killers too, but it was a calmer era. It was an era of you could go trick-or-treating, you go to the park, and it wasn't as chaotic. It wasn't as scary, Right now, we're going into the simplicity, the honoring ourselves, loving ourselves, knocking on your neighbors and saying, hey, you guys need something? I've never had neighbors in my life that I've been connected to as much as I'm connected to my neighbors now. I love that. I have 4 neighbors. One of them were a bunch of kids and they just moved out. My front door neighbor, she works her booty off. She's a single mom. And the neighbor next to her, which is across me diagonally, he's a single dad who just has a girlfriend. And we barbecue together. We connect. My husband throws out her trash all the time, like, because she'll put it outside to take it, to go to work. And my husband will go outside and grab her trash, throw it out. Like, we help each other out. My neighbor, when has some business to do, and he has a teenager, and hey, did you eat? Order him pizza. Like, it feels good. And then he's helped me out because I've been carless because my car's been in the shop, and I didn't pay for rental. Here's something, guys: make sure that your car insurance has rental. It's only a couple extra dollars a month, and if you don't, you're screwed because then you have to pay it out of pocket, and it's stupid. So he's like, no, you're not gonna pay for a rental, and he's like lends us his car. So that's what it's about. Connecting with your neighbors, building that trust and community. And I'm not telling you not to be aware. Yes, be aware, but also connect in a loving, respectful way where we help each other out. Because I'm going to tell you something else. The natural disasters are only going to speed up ever more coming June, July, August, September. Like summer, late spring, summer, Early autumn, crazy. It's going to be so active that it's going to be surreal. Plan for all that. I share all this with you because I am love, and I am caring, and I am giving. I am not your guru. I am your neighbor. I am your sister. I am your friend. I am your mother, and I could even be your grandmother to some of you. A connection. Think about the people around you and what you could do to lift them, to make them smile. Even the ones that are low vibrational energies. Because sometimes they're in that dire frequency, and you think it's because of you, and it has nothing to do with you. It is that they're going through their own crap, and you're the target. You're the purge. And you think it's, oh my God, it's me. They hate me. No, it's not about you. They're going through something. It's like, we see it often with the bullies. Usually bullies are bullied. And those bullies were bullied before that. Purification is the energy this week. So we're going to connect with beautiful Archangel Uriel. And of course, the goddess of love herself, Venus. As we engage in a transformational energy through Mercury retrograde to replenish and heal. You all have gone through so much this past couple of weeks, and you're melting like ice cream on a hot summer day. Connect with your happy. Connect with your love. Connect with your bliss. Forgive the situation, the experiences, and let them go. The reason I shared with you all that beautiful ritual with the peony was for protection and healing and purification, because that is the main reason for that ritual. And like I expressed to you, yes, the peony because is the energy of wealth and fame and love and bliss and prosperity and abundance. But you could bring in roses. And I feel the energy of white. That is what Spirit has been sharing with me this entire week. The energy of white, of purification. Now let's connect with the angels. Beautiful Archangel Uriel, we invoke your essence and your energy for all of the ones that are here spiritually, but also virtually, that come into this sacred space to take these lessons, these advice, these messages that you share with us, to fully align them with their best selves, with their higher selves, aligning us all with the frequency of unconditional love, purification, so that we can let go of what does not serve us and be love, be joy, be happiness. Aligning with the allness and oneness, and realizing that life is short, but that we are infinite, that it does not end here, that it continues and moves forward, that we take all of these lessons and learn from them, grow from them, expand from them, but that we let them go and focus on love, on joy, on happiness, that there's better communication with all of the souls in this ritual in a loving manner, acceptance of one another, working on partnerships, but a lot of respect. Respecting one another, not hurting each other's feelings, but loving each other in a way that is understandable, that is respectful, that is loving. Allowing others to help you, your neighbor, your family, your friends, accepting that help. Look at the flame on the left, guys. Accepting that help, acknowledging it, and using the grace and being grateful for what has Spirit shown us today and shared with us. Blessings, beautiful Archangel Uriel, lighting the lantern of our journeys to witness what action we must take upon our roads and live in our bliss, in our harmony, in our love, in our now. We fully acknowledge that we have to release, cleanse, clear, declutter in this next week to the next 2 weeks so we could feel renewed, so we could feel purified, cleansed. Beautiful Venus of love, we are grateful for your goddess energy, for aligning us with our divine goddess, with our divine feminine, with the all-loving beautification of self-love, restoring, balancing, acknowledging that we are created in the divine's image, that we are love, that we are joy, blessing us, sharing with us the light, so that we may witness what we must act upon in our now moments. Thank you, beautiful goddess of love. Thank you, Archangel Uriel. Thank you for all the blessings. Archangel Michael, we invoke your essence and your energy to fully heal all of the souls in this now virtual moment. Cleansing, clearing, replenishing, releasing, cutting any and all cords so that we are living in pure bliss, in happiness and joy, in peace and tranquility and simplicity, so that our light is bright and that our lanterns lead the way of our personal journeys, and that we no longer make any excuses and that nothing holds us back. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for our blessings, for our now moments. So multi to be. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, blessings. I want to show you when I'm talking about candle magic and how powerful it is. If you look at the candle right here, this individual's energy is low. So I know that I have to give it more fire. All the other ones are flowing. You can see a lot of flowing. And then this one here to the left, a lot of cleansing, a lot of purification, higher energy. It's really working on that being and their intentions and their desires. Many of you sent me new intentions this week, so I added it to this beautiful ritual. Spirit is sharing with me that you are going to be visited by the angel Uriel, who's going to, as you sleep tonight, ignite the light within your heart chakra. Some of you might see orbs, glares of light on your peripheral vision, like from the left, especially from the left. I notice that more, or from the top. Those are your angels around you, especially Archangel Uriel. Allow your angels to guide you and send you the love. Let go of the hurt, the pain, the anger, because I have been getting a lot of frustration and anger from your messages. We all go through that. I go through it too. I share with you through spirit, but I also share with you through a personal human being, even as a mystic that I am. We all go through this, and it is okay to go through it. What's not okay is that we don't make the changes. You're not the victim, you're the victor. You're the triumph. You could achieve anything and everything and have it all. I want you to declare it right now. Your intention. I want you to state it out loud and stomp your foot, especially your left foot. Declare it with oomph. I am your intention. Stomp your feet. Put that emotion, that action, that movement. Feel that vibration as Archangel Uriel is saying, I'm lighting your journey. I am here for you now. Connect, my friends. You shall have it all of your blessings in your now moment. If you want to be part of these empowering rituals, they're available in my Patreon starting at $22.22 a month. And we do this almost every single week, give or take when I go into hermit mode. All of these look at this. The incense just caught on fire. Let me fix that. A lot of energy. A lot of energy here. I will link the Patreon below. Gift this to yourself because this is a ritual. $22 a month is nothing. It's 2 cups of coffee, give or take. 3 cups of coffee. Maybe 4. Take care of yourself first. It's a Netflix subscription. But the point is, the reason I share this with you all is because we don't tend to take care of ourselves. We don't tend to put our needs first, and then we wonder why our lives are in chaos. Or when things don't pan out the way we want them, we want to blame that it's not working. You know, it's about giving time, giving love, giving energy, repetition. I send you love, and I'm grateful for you. You can see the little black, you see it? That's one from the candles. They're everywhere. Look at that. They're everywhere. Look, there's another one. There's another one. See it? Look. It's crazy. Thank you all for being part of my world, for sharing with me your stories. I appreciate your messages. I love messaging you back and sharing with you advice from your spiritual guides, or even as a thank you. I love hearing your messages and your stories. I send you love and light, and I'll talk to you soon.